YouTube friends and vinyl community, it's Steph. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hope you all are doing well, and thank you for tuning in today. So I'm going to continue on with my series where I'm purging out my record collection. Of course, I'm keeping most of what I'm looking through, but it's kind of a good way to go through, remember what I have, what I am carrying on to that I really don't need because I don't listen to it, and then making room for stuff that I do want to get. So let's start with this first one. This is Nina Hogan Band. This is Hogan Band. And most of my albums are original copies unless I specify. This is a CBS record release from 1979. And this one has a great song on it called African Reggae, which is really neat. I really enjoy listening to that one. It also has, and these are all German, so excuse my butchered pronunciations of these, but it's Hermann Heber, and I think it's Herman was his name, but man, it's a really cool song, and it's really weird and bizarre. This is just Nina Hogan is so unusual and unique, and she has such a great performance style and physical style as well. I've seen her a couple of times in concert in Los Angeles and up north and in San Francisco, and she's amazing. She's an amazing performer, and she's super cool. This was recorded and mixed at the Hansa Studio at the Wall, October and November 1979. And definitely keeping that one. Next, Jonathan Livingston Seagull from the book by Richard Bach, photographs by Russell Munson. And I don't know how I acquired this. I don't listen to it. It's probably good, but I don't know if I'm gonna give it a chance. So I'm just gonna say right now that I'm gonna get rid of it. Copyright 1970. Next is Bernsteen New York Philharmonic, Richard Strauss. And this also too, I don't listen to. I'm not sure how I have it in my collection. I'm sure it's really great. Zarathustra, I don't know. I'm probably butchering that, but not keeping it. It is a really beautiful looking cover though, and I probably should give it a chance. Next, Home of the Brave, a film by Laurie Anderson, and I've never seen this film. I know kind of Laurie Anderson. I'm always on the fence by her. I know she's got a pretty big cult following, but I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan, although this is Laurie Anderson, and so I'm going to keep it. It has Smoke Rings, White Lily, Late Show, Talk Normal, Language is a Virus, Radar, Sharky's Night, and Credit Racket. And this was produced by the famous Nile Rodgers. He sure produces a lot of albums that I have. Next, this is an old cult classic, and this is Little Egypt, How to Belly Dance for Your Husband, Volume 2. How to Belly Dance for Your Husband, the first version, and How to Strip for Your Husband, and this was Burlesque. And of course, these are kind of a little bit misogynist now in today's day and age, but they're campy and they're fun. So I'm gonna keep this one. This includes the booklet that advertises on more instructions on how to belly dance for your husband by famous belly dancer Little Egypt Volume 2. And of course it gives instructions on how to belly dance for your husband. It says, okay, you're moving your belly, your hips, and your hands. Everything is in motion, and now that you've got the motor running, slowly take off away from the mirror as you cover ground. Use your veils to affect the mystery of anticipation and delight. Turkish delight, that is. Now circle your victim or your husband. Often the terminology is interchangeable here. As though you're ready to attack. Don't frighten him, tease him, cajole him, attract him. Remember, if this doesn't work, call the police and arrest him. A wife should expect some cooperation from her spouse. Now watch him as the music reaches a crescendo, and so does your dance. He is now heading for the boudoir, and he's gotten the hint that your lesson is paying off. Let him enter the room alone and don't follow immediately. It just goes on and on. Well, I don't have a husband anymore to do this for, but I do have a belly, so I guess that's a start. Next, this band is called 999, and this is High Energy Plan, and I really like this band. The big hit on here is Homicide, but there's some other great songs in here. High Energy Plan's a great song. Riel Rianne, Feeling All Right with the Crew. Subterfuge is also a really cool song on here. This is, I believe, from 1979, and off of PVC. 999 is a really killer band. This is a band called the Kingspens, and this is a band that I believe is from San Jose, California. I used to live up there in the Bay Area, and I believe I probably purchased this album in San Jose. My guess is that I picked it up at Streetlight Records, which is a great record shop in San Jose, California. If you're ever in that area, do check out Streetlight Records. This is from 1987, song Pink Music, and these look like rockabilly guys to me. I'll have to revisit this album. I'm gonna keep it. Next, I'm gonna keep this one for sure. This is Ian Dury and the Blockheads' Do It Yourself, and this has a great song. The song that is most famous on here is called In Betweenies on here, and this is a stiff record. You can see right there. It's kind of a different graphic than I'm used to seeing for stiff, but yes, this is a pretty cool album. First time I heard Ian Dury was the song Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll. And then I started collecting him because I like that song so much. Next, another keeper. This is Blondie The Hunter. This isn't my favorite here, but I do like a lot of things that are put out by Blondie and Debbie Harry, so I'm gonna keep it. And this is a Chrysalis release, like most of their albums are, 1982. And check out that hair. Produced by Mike Chapman. All right, Andy Williams, Alone Again, Naturally. And, you know, Andy Williams is all right, but he's not really my thing, so I'm going to get rid of this one. This one has Pieces of April, Day by Day, Where is the Love, If I Could Go Back, yeah. Attractive guy. He's got good teeth, and he's going in the go pile. Next, Mott the Hoople. This is the golden age of rock and roll, and these are hits from Mott the Hoople. This one is a new copy. It has All the Young Dudes, One of the Boys, Sweet Jane, Honolulu Boogie, Hymn for the Dudes, Whiz Kid, Marionette, Crash Street Kids, Foxy Foxy. A lot of great songs from Mott the Hoople. I know I've shared this one in a previous video. This is a Madfish release. And there are some UK singles versions on this release too. And here's kind of an obscure one. This is a little bit thrashed here, but never seen this out again anywhere that I've been. This is a band called Human Sexual Response. And the song on here that was popular that I first heard was called What Does Sex Mean to Me? And it's kind of a really cool new wave song with interesting lyrics. And this was from 1980, and it looks like these guys might be from New Jersey. I could be wrong, but some other songs on here: Guardian Angel, Dick and Jane, Jackie Onassis, Cool Jerk Dolls, What Does Sex Mean to Me, Anne Frank's Story. Passport Records. Rare, obscure, new wave 80s. Always into that. That's my thing. Next, Rod Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free. And this has Hot Legs on it. And it also has I Don't Want to Be Right, You Got a Nerve, I Was Only Joking, and You're in My Heart. That was a big hit. And Great album. Keeping this one. This one is from 1977. This one's made in the USA. He always has great hair. Love Rod Stewart. And that's it. That's the end of the pile. So that's all I have for today. Until then, you guys all have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.